Hello, family. Welcome to another session of Maths Fanatics 24/7. In this question, we're going to be looking at exponents and sets and simultaneous equations. Okay, so without wasting time, let's get to it. So on 1.2, I'm given the square root of 5 to the power 2014 minus 5 to the power 2012 all over 6, right? And then they want me to calculate the value of A and B, right? And then they are telling me that A is not a multiple of 5. So A cannot be a multiple of 5, right? Perfect. So basically, they're just telling you that you cannot divide A by 5. Does that make sense? Sharp. So now we can start. So ladies and gentlemen, the first advice is this. If you see exponents, you're seeing exponents, do you see it? And then you see a plus or a minus sign, you are always going to factorize. I'm repeating again. If you have exponents and the two terms or three terms or however terms they are, you are always going to factorize if those terms are separated by a plus or a minus sign. Okay, just like in this case, I'm going to factorize there. And then the one with the smallest exponent is always your common factor. So in this case, this is my common factor. I'm taking it out, right? Perfect. So now we're going to have 5 to the power 2012. And then on 2014, if we minus 2012, we get 2, right? So for the first part here, we left with 2 to the power 2. If we were to multiply them together, they'll still give us this term here. Awesome. And then now we're going to write a minus. Now remember, we're now going to subtract this value there, right? So 2012 minus 2012 is 0, right? So on the other part, we're going to have 5 to the power 0. Then you close your bracket, you write your 6 at the bottom, right? Okay, just make sure that the 6 is also inside. Then this becomes, so I have 2012. In the bracket, I have 25 minus 1 all over 6, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure we all agree that 25 minus 1 will give us 24, right? Perfect. So now we're going to do this. We have 5, then we have 2012, and then here I have 24 divided by 6. You see, because 6 can go into 24 how many times? 4 times. So 24 and 6 are going to divide. Then we're left with 4. Okay. And then we're now going to have this, right? 5, 2, 0, 1, 2. And then dot 2 to the power 2. Remember, 4 can be written as 2 to the power 2. Awesome. And then now we're going to have, remember, ladies and gentlemen, here there's a square root has a hidden 2 there. So there's a hidden 2 there. So what does a root mean, basically? A root means this. So whatever the exponent is inside the root, you are going to divide it by the exponent, by the value of the root. For example, 2012, I'm going to divide it by 2. And then that exponent, I'm also divided by 2. We can write it here, actually. So we have 5, 2, 0, 1, 2 divided by the 2. So basically, the square root is going to disappear when we do that, right? So the square root is disappearing. Then we have 2 to the power 2 over 2. And then this part here, if you check on your calculator, you're going to have 5 to the power 1006, because 2012 divided by 2 is 1006. Ne? And then we have 2 to the power of 1, which is just 2, right? Perfect. So now I'm going to write this part in terms of that form. Ne? Let me just write this form here. They say it's A in bracket 5B, right? Awesome. So I'm going to rewrite it that way. This 2, I'm going to put it here. And then I see I must have 5 there. So 5 to the power Z. Right. And then by aligning them, I can easily see that my A is going to be aligned with 2, which means therefore A equals to 2. And I can see that B is the exponent of 5, which is dead, right? B equals to 1006. And then that should be it about 1.2. So now let's go to 1.3. So on 1.3, they want us to solve for x simultaneously. Ne? X and y simultaneously. Okay, so 1.3, we are going to have, let's see. Let me erase that. Just need to increase my font here. Let's see now. This is working. Yeah, sharp. So let me erase this. Awesome. I just wanted to increase my font size, ladies and gentlemen. So here, when you check here, right, ladies and gentlemen, simultaneous equation, you always need to make one of your variable in the linear equation subject of the formula. Okay. So I can either make y the subject of the formula or x the subject of the formula. But by the look of things, making x the subject of the formula will be easier because its coefficient is 1, right? So it's -1 in this case. So I'm going to basically make this positive. I'm going to move that side. So I'm going to have x equals to 3y. And then this one must go to the other side, which becomes -1. Then this is our first equation, right? Perfect. And then this, remember, it's your second equation, right? This is your equation 2. Perfect. So now I'm going to say substitute 1 into 2. I think the font is too big. Let's reduce a little. Okay. So for those who don't know how to substitute, I'll show you what to do. I'm basically going to rewrite this equation the exact same way it is. The exact same way it is. So I have y squared plus 2. Whatever is the subject of the formula, I open a bracket. So the x is there. I open a bracket. Then y equals to 3. I see x. Everywhere I see x, I open a bracket. Then square minus 7. If you check, this part and that part are the same. It's just that where there's x, I now open brackets. Do you see it? Awesome. And then inside there, I'm going to put 3y minus 1. I'm putting 3y minus 1. Right. Awesome. And then now I just have to simplify this. So I have y squared plus 2y, because I'm just bringing that and that together. And then let me just do this. I have 3y minus 1 equals to 3. Then we have 3y minus 1. Because of the square, I'm going to open another bracket like that. Then minus 7. So now we have y squared plus 6y squared minus 2y equals to 27, right? 27y squared. Remember, we're going to multiply this one and that one. Then this one and that one gives me minus 9y. Then this one and this one also gives me minus 9y. This one and the last one gives me plus plus what? Plus 3 minus 7, right? So now I'm going to move everything on the left. Ne? So I have y squared plus 6y squared minus 2y minus 27 y squared plus 9y plus 9y minus 3 plus 7 equals to 0. If you want, you can move everything to the left, to the right. I mean, it does not matter which side you're moving them, ne? But just remember to switch the signs. If you check from here to there, I was switching all the signs, right? Perfect. So now we're going to add like terms, ne? We're going to add like terms. I'll just start using a different color from this step. So this one, and that one, they are like terms, right? How much do they give us? Remember here, there's an invisible one. So we have positive 7 minus 27 gives us negative 20 y squared. Okay, then we have negative 2 plus 9, which is 7. 7 plus 9 is 16, right? So we're going to have 16y here. And then this one and that one gives us positive 4 equals to 0, right? Perfect. I'm seeing that, okay, here I always prefer to have a positive. So I'll firstly switch all the signs so that that can be positive. Ne? So that one will be minus 16y minus 4 equals to 0, right? And then from here, you can use quadratic formula. You can use QF to get your 2y values, right? But I'm not going to do that because I can see that this is going to be this. Okay, firstly, I see that there's a common factor of 4 in all the terms. So I'm going to divide by that. So divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 4. Here I'm going to have 5y squared. And then here I'm going to have negative 4y minus 1 equals to 0, right? And then I'm going to have this now. Let's see. So I'm going to have 5y, and then I'm going to have y, then I'm going to have minus 1, then plus 1, right? But if you do quadratic formula, you don't need to do this step. Ne? You'll just get your 2y values from there. So I have 5y plus 1 equals to 0. I'm separating the brackets to equate them to 0 now. Or y minus 1 equals to 0. And then by the look of things here, I'm going to have negative 1 over 5. Right? And then my y value will be y equals to positive 1. Right? So I have my two y values. Now I can easily go back here and get my x values, right? So the first x value, I'm going to substitute 1 in the bracket, then minus 1. So the first x value is 2, right? Or x equals to, so we're substituting here on the y, 3, and then what is y? Negative 1 over 5 minus 1. If you press a calculator, that should give you, let's see, negative 8 over 5. And that's finito for this question. Ladies and gents, if you found this video really helpful, please kindly share with family and friends and let them do so too. See you soon. Tango.